Whether it's Eve in Eden or Snow White in the forest, the apple always signals a turning point, a choice with consequences. Have you ever seen a painting with three naked or half naked women and a man handing one of them an apple? These are some of the most recognizable elements in depictions of the Judgment of Paris, a myth both sensual and symbolic, and the spark that ignites the well-known Trojan War. Let's talk about how the myth begins and why it was so reproduced throughout our history. The story begins at a wedding feast. All the gods and goddesses were invited, but as usually happens at weddings, some distant cousin or uncle that no one can stand is left off the guest list. This is the case with the goddess Eris. Fearing she might stir up trouble, the gods left her out. But what do you think happened? Of course, Eris shows up at the wedding. Angry and spiteful, she burst into the celebration with a mission to cause chaos. She was the goddess of discord after all. She threw a golden apple into the middle of the banquet. On the apple, the inscription, "To the fairies." Three powerful goddesses stepped forward to claim it: Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. They asked Zeus to decide who deserves the prize, but he refuses. Instead, he appoints a mortal judge, Paris, a young prince of Troy. To influence his decision, the goddesses didn't rely on beauty alone. They each offered him a bribe. Hera, goddess of marriage, promised him dominion over all of the realms of the ancient world. Athena, goddess of wisdom and war, offered him unmatched intelligence and victory in every battle. Aphrodite, goddess of love, tempted him with the ultimate prize, the love of Helen of Sparta, the most beautiful woman in the world. We know how the movie goes. Paris chose Aphrodite. There's no doubt that the bribe offered by the goddess played a small part in the prince's decision. From that moment, a set of events started that led directly to the Trojan War, one of the most tragic tales in Greek mythology. So, how was the myth of the Judgment of Paris translated into art? From ancient Roman frescoes in Pompeii to Renaissance allegories, pre-Raphaelite illustrations, and Impressionist fantasies, the Judgment of Paris became a favorite subject for artists across centuries. They were drawn not only to the beauty of the figures, but also to the moral ambiguity of Paris' decision and the rich symbolism behind power, wisdom, and desire. One of my favorite interpretations of this myth is a fascinating twist where Queen Elizabeth I appears, at first glance, in the role of Paris. In this painting by Hans Ewers from 1569, as was common in that era, the queen becomes part of the myth itself. But in this version, she isn't simply choosing the fairies' goddess. She claims the golden apple for herself, boldly positioning herself as the victor in this divine beauty contest. This myth gave artists the perfect excuse to depict the nude female form, explore the dynamics of seduction and consequence, and reflect on a moment where one choice alters the fate of gods and mortals alike. Hey, thanks for watching. See you in the next